Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of April 13th through the 19th. And during that time, on the 13th, we'll have a full moon. And of course, that's a time of heightened emotions. You could be prone to be overwhelmed and anxious. If you're like me, you might have interruption in your sleep patterns. I can never sleep if there's a full moon going on that night. Really have to work at that. Could also be a little snappy and irritable. So, just a really good opportunity every month for you to practice patience and practice calm, and gives you a chance to work on those things. We will then move into the waning gibbous energy, which of course is a really good time for self-reflection, rebirth, time to buckle down, get things done, get rid of any negativity, negative patterns or habits in your life. So pay attention to those moon energies as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Scorpio. So of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, your overall message for this reading, Scorpio: you are good enough. Every time I see that card, I want to say, and gosh darn it, people like you. If anyone remembers Stuart Smiley, if you don't, my apologies, but old SNL character. That was funny years ago. Okay, Scorpio, since my readings are free to you, all I ask in return is that you hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel. And of course, it's super easy for you to do. So I will give you just a moment to do that right now. Thank you so much. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and helping me build a community here. I see you and I appreciate you. So thank you so much. My little weekly reminder for this week is that you notice the world around you this week. That would be anything that's like in that synchronicity realm. This could be animals that get in front of you that don't normally. And by that, I mean, we were on vacation one year, and in the back of our vacation rental house, all of a sudden a fox was there. And it was not, this is an ocean vacation. I did not expect to see a fox. It was just, to me, a very strange place to see a fox. So, sometimes you just see an animal that you don't see every day. And so, of course, I always, go look up the spiritual meaning of that animal, or think about the attributes that animal has, and then think about an issue that I might have in my life that, maybe at that time I needed to attack that issue like a fox, or be sly about something like a fox, so the attributes of that animal. So that's what I mean. That's my explanation there for when it comes to synchronicities when animals show up in front of you. But anyway, I'm rambling, but my my message is to watch for those synchronicities in whatever ways they come to you as the universe speaks to you. So just my weekly reminder, and I will quit because I do notice that I'm rambling here, Scorpio. So thank you for your patience. All right, Scorpio, April 13th through 19th, you are good enough. Let's see what you guys have going on. Present energy, Knight of Cups. So some sort of action in the way of, and this could be, love, emotion, something, something that you love. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the relationship realm of, although of course it certainly can be, but this could be just you moving towards something that you love. This could be a thing that you love, or a material item, or it could be a hobby that you love, or an activity, just something that it's just you taking action on something that you actually do love. Your current situation is Temperance. So, you're going towards this thing that you love in a very balanced, very balanced way. Look at that's cup coming in here, and two cups that you're kind of pouring that water. If you notice, she's got a foot here in the emotional waters, and but one on solid ground here. So that's just kind of, that ability to find balance in between, your emotions and the material world. It's just a beautiful, beautiful energy. At the root of your situation is a little bit of grief here with the Five of Cups. Excuse me. I thought I was going to sneeze, but I guess I'm not. Let me grab a drink real quick. Here comes spring with a few new spring allergies I've noticed this year. So being a little sneezy today. Anyway, at the root of your situation, maybe a little bit of grief and sadness about, this could be, for some reason I'm wanting to say again, letting something go. And I just had this card pop up in might have been in the Libra reading. So Scorpio, if you have a Libra that's around you, this might be, something that that you have in common. And I don't know why I'm saying that, but sometimes things are said for reasons I don't understand. So, Scorpio, if you have a Libra in your life, you might want to look at their reading, which was really super positive. But this card did pop up. And I also got the same feeling for them, that it was like kind of the sadness of letting something old go. But I also reminded them, as I will you, to remember these cups that are behind you and make sure that you are definitely taking on an attitude of gratitude about things that are in your life that are still there, even though you might be in some sort of little bit of a letting go process. I don't even see that this is major. It's just kind of something that's there that you're having. You're a little sad that, life changes. Life changes for all of us, and it changes weekly, monthly, daily. And sometimes you are letting things go, and sometimes you don't even notice it. But every once in a while, I understand what that card means in that way, that it's something. It's like, again, maybe it's a habit that you used to have. I used to do this habit, and I'm kind of sad I don't do that anymore. Or, a thing that you used to do in your life, like me. With I've raised 4 kids. There's a lot of things that I drive by their old high school, and I'm like, I don't have to. I'm actually okay with it. But if it was something I was sad about, it would be like, oh, and actually there are some people there. There is teachers that I really do enjoy that I have not seen, and it's that kind of thing. Like, oh, we don't have the pain in the butt of making sure everybody's in high school and doing all the things and stressors that come with being a parent of a high schooler, because they've all graduated and moved on. But there's a little nostalgia and a little letting go, because you might miss a couple of the teachers that you really got along with, that sort of thing. So I don't know why I said that. Again, if that relates to you, drop me a message down below. Sometimes I'm not sure where these messages, they just come to me and things come out. Might have been something that someone out there needed to hear. In your recent past, Scorpio, is the Devil card. So you might be coming, you're coming into this time here where you're letting go, a little bit of letting go of something, but you've got this new thing that you love that you're moving through, and you're very balanced. And it could be that you're coming out of an area of like false truth and maybe self-doubts, and you're letting that go. You're letting that devil energy go, that little negative devil on your shoulder that's that says you can't do this. And look, here's this angel here that says yes, you can actually, go away, devil. So it's like you're letting that positivity, that positive angel take control and kind of do the driving, and let's let that devil get out of here. On your mind this week, Scorpio, is the Ace of Wands. So this is also, not only is this something new coming in for you that you're really going to love, but you're also going to be very passionate about it or them. And again, this could be something in the relationship realm. It's not screaming relationship to me right now, but it could be. Tarot's a template again. So, or this is just something that you're really going to feel passionate about. And this could be like a side project, or, maybe it's, something that you're taking up that you've have felt that maybe you weren't that good at, and now you're going to do it, and it's going to be something you love. And this could be, maybe there's a new sport that you're going to take on. I know pickleball is very popular right now. Maybe you think, well, I was awful at tennis in the past, and I don't know if pickleball is going to be, but it is. All of a sudden it's there, and you're doing it, and it's something that you really love. So just using that as an example, but it is something that you're passionate about and something you're really going to love, and you're going to have a little sadness for letting go of an old way of being. What is just in front of you this week? All right, is the Eight of Cups. So I'm going to again bring this back. I feel like I had a lot of that. These two cards came out also in the Libra reading. So if you have a Libra that's around you, um yeah, you're moving towards the future. And again, don't forget to be grateful for these cups behind you that afford you the ability to have the choice to move on and have your full cups, but kind of see what else is out there, and add things to your life that enrich your life and make things better. In your advice position is the Page of Wands. So here we've got the Ace of Wands, and the page is kind of the messenger about a new path in the way of passion. And that just says to me, whatever this thing that is that comes to you, that is just a big yes, because this is in your advice position. It's like, yes, this is the new path for you. You do need to take it and run with it. It's going to serve you well. Whatever this thing is that comes in that you instantly just love, and you feel passionate instantly about it, is going to pay off for you, and you'll really enjoy it. What is beyond your control this week is the Nine of Wands. So kind of looking back, there might be a little looking back on that again, like, the devil card that's back there that kind of told you, no, this is not your thing in the past. But this, again, this angel's on the other shoulder saying, yeah, it is. That devil was wrong. That put something in your mind that is not correct. We're now correcting it, and we're going to move ahead in a more positive way. What is your secret desire? What you're trying to avoid is the Hierophant. So, this is our card of guidance. And, this could have to do with kind of your spiritual life in some way. This is, a lot of times this can be the card of being, traditional and ritualistic. And this is your question this week. This is, are you trying to avoid that, or is it something that it is a secret desire? It's something you want to bring more into your life. And that's your big question of the week is, what is going on in your spiritual life? And do you want to expand that? Or, are there things that are knocking at your door and you're kind of trying to avoid them? So maybe just take the time this week to get some clarity on that question for yourself. And it could come in the way of this passion. This could be the thing that comes in that's kind of the catalyst for that sort of thinking and that sort of evaluation to see if you're ready for some sort of change. Your outcome card is just to enjoy the fruits of your labor with this Nine of Pentacles, and enjoy it. Enjoy this time. Again, let's let this devil go. Let's let this angel take control for a while and guide you towards things that are positive, and maybe positive in your spiritual life as well. What is being hidden from you this week, Scorpio, is the Hanged Man. So a new perspective that is not quite there for you yet this week. So let this week happen, and maybe this guy shows up next week. Maybe this new perspective and this new take on things. Again, that could be what this Hierophant card is about here. Are you seeking out guidance? Are you, thinking about things in a spiritual way? And maybe you're not, but that is your question. Maybe once you answer that question, that you all of a sudden next week you are kind of in this hangman energy of looking at things in a new light, and having a new perspective on things. So let's get a final word here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final word for Scorpio. You are good enough. Again, we're not listening to that devil this week. Let's just go away. We're going to listen to this angel who's been telling you the whole time on your other shoulder, Scorpio. You are good enough. All right. Reach for the stars. That beautiful dove there. So great message there. We're going to pull two from this deck this week and look forward. Yeah, look forward, and hopefully next week you will have this new perspective from the Hangman. For this week, let this thing come into your life that you love, this new thing that's going to bring you passion and joy, take you on this new path. You're going to briefly kind of think about the things that you're letting go, or the things that are behind you, the struggles that you've been through, but you're moving forward in a super, super positive way, which I really do love for you, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, I really appreciate your time here with me today. And I do hope there was something that you can take away from this reading and use. If you're comfortable sharing, of course, please let me know in the comments down below. That helps me connect with you, and that would be really awesome. Also, I do post readings every week, so come back next week. We'll see if this energy remains or if something new comes in for you. Also, if you like my reading style, of course, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel, and I appreciate it so, so much. And most importantly, it helps you find me next week. So thank you so much, Scorpio, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.